ZKSync has recently released its mainnet, ZK but no token just yet. So your best bet to get an eventual airdrop, if one actually happens, is to interact with the ecosystem as much as possible. I'll have a video out about that very soon, so you might want to subscribe so you don't miss it. So what is ZKSync? Well, it's a layer 2 scaling solution that aims to enhance the speed and scalability of the Ethereum network. By leveraging zero-knowledge proofs, ZKSync is capable of verifying transactions without revealing the underlying data, thereby enabling off-chain transaction processing. It is Ethereum compatible, so you don't need to create a new wallet. You can use whichever decentralized Ethereum wallet you use now, like MetaMask. With ZKSync, transactions happen in seconds, and fees are low. What's more, payments to existing Ethereum addresses, including smart contracts, can be conveniently paid with the token being transferred. zkRollups, the core network of ZKSync, they are the only layer 2 scaling solution that don't require any operational activity to keep the funds safe. For example, users can go offline and still be able to withdraw their assets safely when they come back, even if the zkRollup validators are no longer around. One of the key features of ZKSync is its hyperscalability, which means infinite scaling of Ethereum and unlimited transactions processed at any given time. ZKSync achieves this through its hyperchains. It works by having the base layer, which is the layer 2, sitting on top of Ethereum. The hyperchains run in parallel and their block proofs are aggregated into a single final block that will be settled on the L1. So these chains all benefit from Ethereum security. There can be an infinite number of hyperchains as well, which leads to infinite scaling. Hyperchains can be developed and deployed by anyone. However, to remain trusted and fully interoperable, each hyperchain must be powered by the exact same ZK EVM engine as the main ZKSync layer 2, which means hyperchains fully inherit their security from the L1, no matter who deployed them. Additionally, to prevent a bottleneck, and in contrast to conventional bridges, there must be bridges between these hyperchains that can actually burn and mint actual tokens and not their virtual representation. ZKSync calls these bridges hyperbridges, and with hyperbridges you can transfer assets from one hyperchain to another at the cost of a normal transfer. So in short, hyperbridges is native bridges that enable transfers between any two hyperchains without consuming resources on a third one. What's the difference between zkRollups and optimistic rollups then? Well, two popular layer 2s are Arbitrum and Optimism, and they use optimistic rollups to process transactions. Optimistic rollups assume all transactions are valid and rewards participants for identifying fraudulent or invalid transactions after the fact. ZKSync uses zero-knowledge proofs to ensure every transaction is provably valid and not fraudulent. One drawback of optimistic rollups is their settlement time of 7 days, which may not meet the needs of projects requiring faster settlement times. But in contrast, ZKSync aims to settle transactions within minutes, with the potential to achieve near zero settlement times without requiring any code changes from partners. Additionally, optimistic rollups have limited scalability beyond their current capacity, as they cannot scale further without compromising security and decentralization. In contrast, zero-knowledge proofs can enable ZKSync to hyperscale, offering a more scalable solution for the future. ZKSync recently launched its mainnet, which is open to everyone, so you can use all of these different decentralized apps and connect to the ZKSync mainnet. You can use the bridge to move assets from Ethereum to ZKSync and vice versa. You can also see the blockchain in action by visiting its block explorer. The ZKSync token has not been released yet, so for your best chances to receive an airdrop, if there is one, is to interact with the ecosystem. Use the ZKSync bridge to transfer assets and use decentralized apps that connect with ZKSync. Let me know what you think about ZKSync in the comments below, and if you enjoyed this video then please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to catch my video about how to get a potential ZKSync airdrop.